NBC News, streaming free now.
I am a remarkable woman.
Central Valley is home to so many powerful women, and we want to know about the remarkable women in your life. Go to yourcentralvalley.com/contest and nominate a tireless changemaker in your community. KC24 proudly celebrates remarkable women. Fresno Lexus proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Fresno Lexus. Lexus, the relentless pursuit of perfection. KC24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. A dense fog advisory tonight, 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Thursday. Current visibility is already starting to drop in the North Valley. It's 4 miles in Madera, 5 in Merced, 10 miles from Fresno South. It doesn't get any higher than that. Looking at our live radar, obviously that's going to stay nice and clear. And this is actually our temperature currently 47 in Madera, 53 right now in Fresno, 48 in Hanford, Visalia and Porterville also 51. A live view from our Valley Cam does show that we have reasonably clear skies out there right now, but that also may mean more fog is going to be coming our way tomorrow. Then increasing clouds, sprinkles on Friday, but the heavier rain this weekend. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KC24 News at 6 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News at 6.
Domestic violence turned deadly. Tonight, police revealing new developments into a Madera couple found dead inside their home. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balaki, and Stephanie is off tonight. We continue to follow this developing story where we're learning more about the man and woman found dead inside their Madera home yesterday afternoon. Authorities say 68-year-old Monty Bounds had a history of domestic violence with his 58-year-old wife, Julie. This is the booking photo from October. Tonight, investigators confirming it was a murder-suicide. Our Catherine Phillips with more on what led up to this tragedy. Kat.
Well, the sheriff says that the two had been married for around 10 years before the start of these related domestic violence incidents, and we're still waiting to hear more details about what exactly led up to Tuesday's shooting. But we do know a little bit more information on the background, including that Monty Bounds was known to law enforcement in this area. Sheriff Pogue says that they had previous domestic violence arrests, and then he had an emergency protective order placed against him on behalf of Mrs. Bounds on October 30th. The next day, he was arrested for violating the order. He was released by a Madera Superior Court judge on November 4th, just over a month ago. Because of this criminal history, Bounds was not supposed to have a gun, and Pogue says the gun he used during yesterday's shooting was not registered to him. Pogue says witnesses say they saw his truck parked outside the home where the bodies were found early Tuesday morning, which was notable as he was no longer living there due to the previous arrest. Pogue adds that Mrs. Bounds' employer was the one who requested the welfare check that led deputies to the home on Tuesday. District Attorney of Madera County also spoke out during the news conference.
With domestic violence, you know, it's always fraught with a lot of emotion. And the thing that I would most like to say is, you know, when people feel like they're in danger from an intimate partner, you can get a restraining order and you can do all those things, but you need to do whatever you need to do to feel safe. And we do have restraining order violations on a regular basis. So if you're in a situation and you don't feel safe, you need to do something for yourself. Get yourself out of that situation.
Now, the sheriff also says another way to get help for you or someone you love who is in an unhealthy relationship is to call the Community Action Partnership of Madera County. They can also help you navigating any sort of unhealthy relationship or domestic violence situation. We're still waiting to learn more details about what exactly led up to the shooting, but we'll have much more tonight at 6:30 and 11. Live in Madera County, Catherine Phillips, KC24 Local News That Matters.
Catherine, thanks so much. In Reedley, 2 men are gunned down outside of a Baskin-Robbins in broad daylight. This happened at 11:15 this morning. No arrests have been made just yet. Our Liv Johnson with more on what unfolded.
Very chaotic scene here earlier today. 2 adult male victims found in a car in this parking lot. Police say they died at the scene, and now they're searching for answers. Reedley Chief of Police Joe Garza says police were called more than a dozen times around 11:15 on Wednesday morning to reports of shots fired.
Upon arrival, officers located this vehicle that's behind you now in this parking lot, and it had 2 individuals that had been injured and appeared to have bullet wounds in each of them.
Garza says the victims are 2 adult men, but their identities are unknown. Life-saving measures were attempted, but both of them died at the scene.
We're waiting for Fresno County Coroner's Office to come out. They will retrieve the bodies, and then at that point, we hopefully will be able to get some sort of identification off the individuals.
While they wait to discover the victims' identities, officials also trying to find a vehicle that they say could possibly be related.
We don't believe that it was a drive-by at this point, where we're still trying to determine whether there was a disturbance that happened beforehand, an argument of some sort that led to this.
The 2 men are the first people in Reedley to be killed by gunfire in 2022. Garza saying he's glad there weren't more victims caught in Wednesday's crossfire.
It's a shopping center, obviously, a strip mall here. It's very busy. People that were unintended, could have been, that were uninvolved could have been shot or injured as a result of this.
Police are not releasing any suspect vehicle information, but they do believe there was another vehicle involved. Reporting in Reedley, I'm Liv Johnson, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
We also have new developments into the hours-long standoff near Belmont Country Club early yesterday morning that turned deadly. Deputies have identified the suspect as 32-year-old Dennis Hapawana. He's accused of shooting at deputies while hiding inside a family member's home. This all began at 2 in the morning yesterday in the area of Belmont and Wintergreen. Deputies say he tried to cause an explosion with multiple propane tanks in the home, forcing neighbors to evacuate. Family members inside that home with Hapawana had to be rescued by a SWAT team. Then around 5 in the morning, deputies failed to get him to comply, and that's when they shot and killed him. Well, new at 6, soon you might see a new emergency alert pop up on your phone. It's called the Feather Alert. It's centered around alarming the public when an Indigenous person goes missing, specifically women and children. Our Esteban Reynoso with more on today's bill signing ceremony that goes into law at the first of the year.
Here at Chuck Chancey Casino on tribal land, several tribe leaders as well as assembly statesmen gather to commemorate and celebrate the passing of an assembly bill called the Feather Alert. Now they're hoping that it reduces the number of missing or murdered Indigenous women on state reservations.
When we first started diving into the MMIW issue here in the state of California, California was number 7th on the list of unsolved cases. But during that time, California now has gained traction to be number 5.
MMIW stands for Missing or Murdered Indigenous Woman. Assemblyman James Ramos authored the Feather Alert bill to try and bring that number of MMIWs down.
We had a tribal chairman from Hoopa speak to, since he's been elected chair in 2021, there's been 4 MMIW murders with his people.
Ramos represents State Assembly District 45. 4 years ago, he was the first Indigenous person, and right now is the only Indigenous person elected to serve in the state's legislature.
But we also seen a relationship with local law enforcement from the local jurisdictions and the state jurisdictions with the California Highway Patrol.
The Amber Alert and Silver Alert systems sent to our cell phones will both be used for the Feather Alert. Local law enforcement has to request for the CHP to send out an alert. It is specifically for women and children missing from tribal lands, but can be used for any Indigenous persons. The alert doesn't go into effect until January 1st, but for Ramos, the bill cannot come soon enough.
It's disheartening, and it had to take a California Indian person to get elected in the state legislature for the state of California to start to shed light on this that's been going on ever since I was growing up on the Samoa Indian Reservation.
Ramos says that he's now working on a bill to hopefully stop derogatory terms towards Indigenous peoples. In Madera County, Esteban Reynoso, Ksee 24 Local News That Matters.
Still to come here at 6, Christmas filling the air. And there's nothing quite like writing an old-fashioned letter to Santa.
Child is unique, and it's our honor to participate in that special moment in their lives.
How you can help make some wishes come true this Christmas.
It's a difficult concept in 4th grade, going from paragraph writing to essay writing, but it's fun.
I concur. Coming up on the news at 6:30, a Fowler teacher sparking a love for reading and writing in her students, how she inspired generations of students.
Here are the headlines for tonight. A dense fog advisory that's already in effect for the overnight hours, 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then tomorrow, increasing clouds. For Friday, sprinkles in the morning, then much of the day will be dry. Don't be fooled because we've got a lot of heavier rain this weekend. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy that remains in the low range through Sunday. Elm and juniper the predominant pollens, and I'll have your complete forecast as KC 24 News continues.
There are great stories in education across the valley.
Stories of standout students and teachers, innovative programs and curriculums.
All dedicated to improving our valley through education.
The Office of the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools and KC 24 are committed to telling these stories.
Featuring educational excellence in our community.
Education Matters, Mondays at 6:30 on KC 24. Local news that matters.
Made possible by EECU, Fresno State, and Chevron.
Have the opportunity to give a little bit back and say thank you to everybody.
To help lend a helping hand and really get them through tough times.
I think it's just a very special thing that this organization provides.
The KC 24 Turkey Drive was a tremendous success. Because of your donations, families in need are being served by Catholic Charities this holiday season.
Throughout your journey, you have taken care of yourself and don't expect to stop now. Maintain that active, healthy lifestyle by staying on top of your healthcare needs and let Sante Physicians be your guide. If you are eligible, open enrollment is now available and only takes a few moments to sign up. Sante Physicians is here for your Medicare needs with more resources and locations than any other network in the Valley. Your doctor is here to provide you with the highest quality care. Sante Physicians, the best doctors, the best choice.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $19.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs and your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic, just $19.99, only at KFC.
You can start your day wanting an all-natural pregnancy and end it wanting an epidural. It's called being human. A human who takes care of their eyes, then stares at their phone. Who embraces self-care and believes beauty is worth some pain. So go ahead and do your 10-step skincare routine and make the 11th sun. Teach your kids that aging is beautiful while trying to prevent it. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And don't forget Rite Aid this holiday for all your last-minute gifting needs.
Thursdays at 6 on KC 24. Join me as I take you on a tour of the people and places that made history right here in our backyard. This week, a valley town named by a British immigrant on the map.
Brought to you by the Fresno County Historical Society. Now YourCentralValley.com, pros who know.
At United Health Centers, you will find quality care in medical, dental, optometry, chiropractic, urgent care services, and more. Visit us today for all of your healthcare needs.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know. The latest conditions live. The KC 24 Valley Cam Network. Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
All right, first things first, we got dense fog returning to the valley tonight. We had some early this morning, but a new dense fog advisory has already been issued by the National Weather Service, and the hours are 1 a.m. until 11 a.m. And the area is quite a bit further. This morning, it was from about Fresno, areas further north. None of the South Valley was under it. Now everybody gets to participate in this dense fog advisory. 4 miles visibility in Madera, 5 in Merced, but still from Fresno southward, 10 miles across the valley. It doesn't get any higher. That's the top of the scale as far as visibility goes. 56 was our high, just a degree off the average. 42 the morning low, 2 degrees off average. So today was a pretty normal December day. We're at 53 now in Fresno, 51 in Visalia and Porterville and Lemoore, 46 in Merced, Hanford 48, 47 in Madera. And looking at our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino, this is the one on top of our building that we get time-lapse photography from, seeing some of those fair weather clouds disappearing as the sun goes over the edge, and then we're going to see that visibility start to drop. It was a beautiful sunset that happened a little while ago, but that's clear skies are going to open the door for those areas of fog. Live radar, With clear skies, you get a clear radar, and that's exactly what we're expecting. Satellite picture is showing us that the next system is on our doorstep, sort of, but the low pressure that brought us the rain most recently is already on its way out, and we're just barely seeing the edge of the next system coming in. According to Futurecast, that comes across the valley Friday morning, a sprinkle on the valley floor, and then the weekend system is on its heels. So we've got one more day where tomorrow we'll see the increase in clouds, but it'll be dry. It'll be Friday morning before we see a sprinkle on the valley floor. And then our visibility tonight, here's a look at our Futurecast fog model, and you can see there's quite a large area where visibility is going to be a quarter mile or less, and that is the reason why we have that dense fog advisory. I'll show you the area again. It's the entire San Joaquin Valley all the way down to and including Kern County down through Bakersfield, etc. Our rainfall amounts between now and Sunday, look at this, more than an inch of rain for Fresno, Madera, Merced, Visalia, and Porterville, and a little bit less towards the west side, but not by much. Snowfall amounts are going to be measured in feet again, and the snow level itself will get as low as 3,000 feet. It'll start about 5, and then as it gets colder, it'll dip down to about 3,000 feet. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch. That's for Saturday through Monday. But right now, we're already dealing with winter storm warning and winter weather advisories in extreme northern California, but that stuff's going to be coming our way before too long. Overnight low temperatures tonight, 34 in Delano, 35 in Pixley, Visalia 37, 35 in Huron, 5 Points 36, same in San Joaquin, Madera 37, 36 in Chowchilla, Merced 37, 36 also in Los Banos. Tonight for Fresno and Clovis, yep, the dense fog advisory is in effect, and it includes the city of Fresno, so the clouds will clear, but the fog will come in and develop after midnight. 41 will be the overnight low. After the dense fog burns off, we'll then see clouds starting to come in later in the day. That'll lead to the next chance at rain, which is coming in on Friday morning. So a high of 55 for Thursday, and even with the rain, 56 will be the high on Friday. Temperatures come down a little bit Saturday and Sunday because those are going to be the heavier days. And so a full inch of rain basically between those 2 days. 53 the expected high on Sunday, and some potential thunderstorms. Monday, skies clear out. Well, that means we're going to have to probably deal with some more fog on Tuesday and Wednesday as our morning low temperatures dip back down into the mid to upper 30s. Your regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check it out there. And so I think maybe some mountain areas might have to deal with isolated flood issues, but the snow level down to 3,000 feet, and at the higher elevations, a lot of snow is coming with this next system, and so it's a great way to start the season.
It is. Any chance those who are in a cabin up at Shaver, I think, could be snowed in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good chance, huh?
Well, a chance for sure. Yeah, right. It's a decent bet.
All right.
Maybe 50-50 of getting completely stuck.
It's stuck. All right. Well, have fun if you do. All right. Thanks, AJ. Well, KC24 wants to honor the remarkable women in our community. As part of a nationwide initiative by our parent company, a local winner will be a finalist for the Next Star Woman of the Year award. Local winners receive a round-trip flight to Los Angeles to be honored in a special broadcast with other remarkable women from across the nation. To nominate someone, you can scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Click Remarkable Women under the Contest tab. All right, coming up next, the big guy has a big new contract. Andrew Martin joins us now with that. And Andrew, let me guess, a guy named Judge?
Yeah, guy named Judge, Aaron Judge, the new $360 million man. He'll be staying in pinstripes for the next 9 years. Yankees fans are thrilled today, and so are Fresno State fans, except the Fresno State fans who are also Giants fans. We'll talk Aaron Judge next in Sports Central.
Chicago PD! This man has 0 options. I'm still getting used to the technology. We wait any longer, he dies.
What's going on?
The grenade. It's still in his leg. It didn't detonate. We need to get 2 of you in there. What's happening? Where's Stella? Your son has been trafficking girls. My son is not that! You can't save him from this.
I am a remarkable woman.
Remarkable stories from across the country.
I want to inspire women.
We recognized extraordinary efforts, celebrated incredible accomplishments.
There is one finalist from each region, and those compete for the title of Remarkable Women.
See who will take home this year's title and be honored in Hollywood. Go to yourcentralvalley.com/contest and nominate a tireless changemaker in your community. KC24 proudly celebrates all the remarkable women in our lives.
Get the most cash for your Rolex watch at Valley Watch Firm, your #1 Rolex resource in the Central Valley. We specialize in buying and selling vintage and pre-owned Rolex watches. Visit ValleyWatchFirm.com, the experts for all your Rolex needs. Valley Watch Firm, we won't waste your time.
Growth. Sometimes it's easy to see, and other times it's a bit more subtle. The Community Health System team is growing alongside the needs of our valley. That's more pediatricians for your first steps and more physicians for the missteps. It's more specialized care for the big questions and life's most challenging moments. With the Community Provider Network, we aren't just growing our team, we're building better care for a stronger community. Together.
Last week, I stepped in a bear trap. I should really get rid of it, but I'll make do.
Just like I make do without home internet.
Besides, my phone gets the job done. Sometimes. It's not that bad.
It is that bad. Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $24.99 a month for 2 years with no annual contract and a free streaming box.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Nissan. Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Just one day after being named Time's Athlete of the Year, Aaron Judge has agreed to a $360 million contract to stay with the Yankees. $360 million over 9 years. That comes out to $40 million a year, the highest annual average value for any player in Major League Baseball history. The ex-Bulldog is coming off a record-breaking season. He hit .311 with 62 home runs and 131 RBI. The Giants were viewed as the biggest threat to the Yankees, and the Padres made a significant offer as well. $360 million is roughly $150 million more than the Yankees initially offered Judge in the spring. To basketball, at the top of the hour, the Fresno State men tip off against CSUN. The Bulldogs had lost 5 games in a row before beating UC Irvine on Saturday. Historically, Fresno State has played well against CSUN, a 29-6 record, which includes a win last season at the Save Mart Center.
Just because we had some success against them last year, they're not going to put any extra points on the board for us to start. It's going to start off 0-0. They got a heck of a coach in Trent Johnson that we all know. They got a good team, so we got to come ready to play.
High school basketball, the Clovis West girls are currently in Washington, D.C. They're playing in a tournament this weekend. Today, the Golden Eagles are a top 25 team nationally. According to Max Preps, they are 25th after starting the year 8-0. They have outscored their opponents by 432 points in those 8 games. To football, the Las Vegas Raiders have a game tomorrow. They're playing the Rams at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Raiders have won 3 games in a row. In those 3 games, quarterback Derek Carr has passed for at least 250 yards with 2 or more touchdown passes. He'll try to do that for a 4th straight game, but there are challenges to doing it on a short week.
The biggest challenge is I have to fit, usually my schedule, into just a few days. And so, the day, there really is no break. And so with everything that I have to watch and I have to get done to feel prepared like I usually do for every game, just as a quarterback, we're putting the game plan in and all that stuff, but, getting the film in, getting the studying in, really knowing the opponent, knowing the defense, that's always a big challenge.
And that's your look at sports. We'll be right back.
RSV, COVID, and flu. What you need to know this season. Stephanie Berugian moderates a roundtable discussion with local health experts and the Fresno County Department of Health. Respiratory Virus Roundtable, December 9th at 7 on Ksee 24.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high levels of mold in the air. Air pollution makes allergy symptoms worse. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic COVID-19 symptoms, and flu season is starting. Come to Boz Allergy at the first sign of symptoms. Rest assured we'll diagnose and treat you accurately. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah.
She's leaving for Paris.
But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan event ad.
Seriously?
Featuring the Nissan Rogue. and more standard power than a CR-V.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get 2.99% APR for 36 months on 10 models.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air. And operates whisper quiet.
The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
It's frightening how much fun you'll have at Ghost Golf. Book your scary good party today. You'll love the 18-hole indoor haunted graveyard course, and you'll get free plays at the Mummy Shooting Gallery, arcades, and air hockey. Family-friendly Ghost Golf. Good times will haunt you.
We all need something different from our home. And sometimes that's just more house. That's why Golden One helps you get more.
You're approved.
From lower rates to expert advice from people who can guide you through the process. So whether it's more space to share a meal or somewhere to entertain new friends, we'll get you into your perfect home. As a not-for-profit credit union, we make sure you get more so you can be more.
When we were first looking to break out away from the parent company, we had to have a bank in our corner who understood our business and was critical. We wouldn't have pulled the trigger to start this business if we hadn't had that financing in place, ready to go, the day we opened the doors.
Fresno First, obviously, is a great example. They're just the friendliest people on the planet. They've set the bar pretty high as far as service goes. I'm hoping our office can do those same things.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Ventura TV. This is Ksee 24 News at 6.
'Tis the season to make a wish come true. For a group of kids today, they're hoping an old-fashioned letter to Santa will make their wishes come true this holiday. Now, these kids have overcome great odds after battling life-threatening illnesses. The event at Macy's in Fashion Fair is part of Make-A-Wish nationwide fundraiser to fulfill their wishes. If you want to help make a wish come true, you can help out by writing a letter to Santa at your local Macy's. For each letter collected, Macy's will donate $2 to help make a child's dream become a reality. Much more news ahead here at 6:30, including District 1 about to get a new represented by Annalisa Perea, who will be sworn in to fill the vacant seat. And gathering at the Clovis Veterans Memorial to commemorate the 81st anniversary of Pearl Harbor. We'll hear the story of a survivor tonight who now lives here in the Central Valley. Coming up.
Chances are we've already met. But when we meet here, this is where our worlds will come together. Cahuilla Health is built for this moment in your life. We are courageous, resilient, ready. Health is our passion, and excellence is always our focus. Because when you come in here, our priority is to get you back out there.
Cahuilla Health, more than medicine, life.
I was denied my Social Security disability claim, even though I can't work.
I'm so frustrated dealing with the government, and the last thing I want is some faceless lawyer on the phone.
I want personal attention.
Someone experienced
who knows our local legal system
and will fight for me.
When you can't work, the law offices of Robert Ishikawa will fight to get you Social Security disability benefits. Call 559-432-9600. Social Security disability is all we do.
Got a plumbing leak or high water bill? Contact American Leak Detection, the industry leader in non-invasive, accurate leak detection and plumbing repair services. Our extensive knowledge and specialized equipment mean we'll find your leaks and fix them quickly. If you have plumbing problems, we're on it. From residential plumbing repipes to main water line repairs, even water heater replacements. When your insurance company asks you to call a plumber, American Leak Detection is your one-stop shop. Set up your leak detection, inspection, or plumbing repair today.
When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this,
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
I am a remarkable woman. Central Valley is home to so many powerful women, and we want to know about the remarkable women in your life. Go to yourcentralvalley.com/contest and nominate a tireless changemaker in your community. KC24 proudly celebrates remarkable women.
T-Mobile covers 99% of people in America. So when we say we have your town covered, we mean it.
I'm able to go to any of the small towns and still pick up great service.
And great coverage is just the beginning. Families and small businesses can save up to $900 versus Verizon.
We actually save way more now than we did with our old carrier.
The amount of money you save with T-Mobile is just awesome.
Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Switch today. T-Mobile covers 99% of people in America. So when we say we have your town covered, we mean it.
I'm able to go to any of the small towns and still pick up great service.
And great coverage is just the beginning. Families and small businesses can save up to $900 versus Verizon.
We actually save way more now than we did with our old carrier.
The amount of money you save with T-Mobile is just awesome.
Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Switch today.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $19.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic, just $19.99, only at KFC.
KC24 News begins with your forecast first from your